This came to me because CBS was looking to reboot their show, the 4400, and they were looking to tell the story from a Black perspective.
It really brings it into the present in a way that is so smart, that still keeps it so entertaining and honors the premise while just deepening what the show is able to do.
I just feel really honored to get to tell the story.
I think it's so important for this story to be told through the Black perspective. Because it's not a narrative that we get to see often on TV, right? And even just being transparent, some of the top level backlash that we've even received from the show, just trailers and stuff so far is always highlighting the race of the cast. And it's funny because if you watch the original 4400, you could literally one for one reverse the cast and it would literally be the same. They're like, oh, this show isn't diverse. It's like, well, the last one wasn't diverse, and what we'll find in watching this show is that it's probably one of the most diverse shows on TV because we're going to be continuously introducing characters. So this perspective is a story that's going to be new and fresh that a lot of people haven't seen before. Black people exploring sci-fi and powers and problems and unity.
I think it gives us the unique ability to approach different subject matters because it is a marginalized community, and because you get to see through all of these different time periods how much things have changed and also how much things haven't changed. And I feel like now it seems a lot more relevant and a lot more timely to have this story in this way.
I think it's important to tell this story from a Black perspective because at the onset, it's because so many people of color, specifically Black people, have gone missing. And I think that is something that is always sort of happening. Like, Black people are vanishing everywhere, all of the time. So I think it's really powerful that they vanish in their time and that is sort of over, and then they get to reappear and have like a power and a mission and a place and be really important and be focused on. But also two-tier, with the focusing on them, I think this story also really allows Black people to just exist when everyone wants to be looking at them and examining them and calling them alien and using all of these words that we hear so often. I think the fact that it is a sci-fi, like, those words live in that world and they also live in our world. And I think the marrying of them and like the double meaning of them all the time is never slapping you over the head, because that's just the way that it is in the sci-fi world and in the Black experience. So I think it's really wonderful to watch these people who do have magic for two different reasons just exist.
The more you get to see people who you don't naturally or regularly interact with, the more you understand their humanity, and the more you're able to see them as 3D, see them as beautiful, see them as flawed, see them as just like your family members. And I think for a long time, we haven't been able to see people of color, specifically Black people, as fully 3D, fully human. And I think the more the entire society and humanity as a whole gets to see people that they don't usually see doing the same things that they do, going through the same family issues, going through the same relationship issues that they do, it just adds that level of, oh yeah, they experience the same thing I do. They cry the same way I do. They love the same way I do, or they have wants and needs the same way I do. And I think the more we get to see and experience that, the more we'll be able to have empathy.
I love that we can also see each character's humanity and it not just start in the 1950s and it not just start like in the 90s. We see it all the way up to the 1920s and hopefully, even earlier than that. There's not just one starting point for Black people's existence and Black people's and the world seeing Black people as humans. It doesn't just start at one point. We've been here. So I love that the multi-generational sort of element of the story highlights that.